At a recent Senate Commerce hearing, Senator Luján questioned Admiral Kevin Lunday, nominee for Commandant of the U.S. Coast Guard, about the Coast Guard's role in military strikes and whether operations in the Caribbean comply with international law. Watch his response right here.
Yes or no, does the U.S. Coast Guard have a role in these military strikes on vessels in the Caribbean or Pacific?
Senator, thank you for the question. So under our Coast Guard Maritime Law Enforcement Authority, we're not involved in the Department of War's operations that you're describing. That's under the Department of War, Senator.
Yes or no, are you aware of the Department of, I'm still going to call it Department of Defense, is utilizing the U.S. Coast Guard's Title 14 law enforcement authorities to conduct these strikes?
Senator, I'm not aware of that at all.
Yes or no, as a lawyer and career Coast Guard officer, do you believe these strikes fall within U.S. and international law?
Well, Senator, those strikes you're describing are being carried out under the Department of War's authority, and so I'll defer to them for questions about the authority for that military activity.
You're the top person at the Coast Guard, aren't you, sir?
I'm the acting commandant. Yes, sir, that's correct.
You're also a lawyer?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
You're a career Coast Guard officer?
Yes, Senator.
Probably one of the most knowledgeable people serving in the Coast Guard today about all these activities. I'll ask the question one more time in case there might be an answer. Yes or no, as a lawyer and career Coast Guard officer, do you believe these strikes fall within U.S. and international law?
Senator, my focus as the acting commandant, and if confirmed, the future commandant, my focus is on our operations under Coast Guard Maritime Law Enforcement Authority, not the Department of War's operations. I will defer to the Department of War to answer the questions on their military activities that you're describing, sir.
Admiral, have you been pulled into any meetings around this?
I have not been involved in meetings regarding those military activities specifically, no, Senator.
The Secretary of Defense, as you referred to, the Secretary of War, Secretary Hegseth, has not had a conversation with you about these strikes?
I have not had a conversation with Secretary Hegseth about these strikes, no, Senator.
Is this Coast Guard responsibility in the Caribbean and the Pacific? You have responsibilities in this area?
We do, Senator. So the Coast Guard provides under our Maritime Law Enforcement Authority and our capabilities. We're continuing to execute the direction of the Secretary of Homeland Security for our traditional counter-drug mission under Law Enforcement Authority. That's one of a series of instruments that are available to the President. And so we are continuing the activities under our authority and making record seizures of drugs.
For more congressional news, stay tuned to Congress Clips, and thanks for watching.